Well, good morning, friends. So, I've been being asked a lot about the Marantec openers. Dave, when are you going to make a video of the Marantec openers? So, let's start off with the one Marantec opener that I do have, which I'll get the model here shortly. I'll go do another video of it. It might not be the deluxe one. In fact, I know it's not the deluxe one. So we can't judge too much. But what I wanted to share with you was I had a builder a while back ago that I was over at his place and we were just talking. And he says, I used to keep this triangle. And this triangle, it used to say, basically what's behind me here. You got service, product, price, right? And he says you can only pick two. You can only pick two. You can't have three. You got to pick two. And the light bulb went off in my head. Bing! And I thought, oh my gosh, he's so right. So I was thinking the other night, about the Marantec openers, and I thought it's a good time to start describing the triangle, or the pyramid. I should call it the pyramid. So this is what you're going to get, at least my opinion so far. Service, phenomenal. Product, does the job, let's say. Price is good. So we're getting service and we're getting price. What's lacking? Product. I think that's a good way to put it. So it brought me to think too, I don't know if you guys have ever seen this. I keep this at my shop. I ordered it offline, but it used to say like bad boy, let's just say. But it said something else. I stuck up the affordable because I thought this would be more appropriate. But it reminds me of this. I never had a customer I had to use this on yet, where I come in and I say, look at my sign. But this is what goes through my head. Good service cheap, won't be fast. Good service fast, won't be cheap, right? We got to drop what we got to do. We got to run to you, right? It ain't gonna be cheap. Fast service cheap, won't be good. So I think of the shady contractors out there that does it fast and I do it cheap, and he's got the cigarette in his mouth and he's a trunk slammer and he's like, I can get her done, I'll get it done for you. Yeah, it probably ain't gonna be no good. So these are kind of my life little lessons that I've learned on my journey. And yeah, so we'll get back to the Marantec opener. Yep. For this. This is what we're getting. Service and product. I lied. Take that out. Service, price. It's hard to hold a camera. I need a camera person. Product, like I said, we'll put okay. All right, let's get to it.
Hey, what you doing?
Well, I'm glad you asked. It's Sunday, and I had nothing to do. It's a beautiful day out. So I decided to put a Marantec opener together. And one of the things is that Bryce and Joe were so kind to actually offer to come install or help install my first one. But me just being a man, I just felt like I just had to at least do one on my own. So I ended up, I'm going to try and install this one today. And I'm sorry, I apologize for my little one here. She likes to be in videos, I guess, too. But, so I'm going to install this, and we're going to try to get through it. I'm going to try and muscle through it. And then on another one, when I find a nice brand new install or something I can take Bryce and Joe to, they can kind of help fill me in on the details of what I'm overlooking. So first we're going to try to get this one, and then we'll just go from there. My first assumption here is that it's going to be close to a Genie installation. Could be totally wrong with that. Thief.
There you go. There we go.
I can't get this together.
I just slid this part over the 2 rails.
Cool. Where do I go next? So it looks like we're on to the wall button now, and this will be your wall button. They give you some staples, quite a few staples actually. You got to hand bang them for mounting and whatnot. Looks like they give you kind of the same stuff if you got drywall to go into. Let me open it. I'll show you. It's basically for my application, since I have wood, I just need these two. But yeah, and they give you spool wire. So cool. We'll get this mounted and see how it goes. I'm done. You can turn it off now. You don't have to video record me on everything. I don't like the camera in my face. Camera on my face. Dude, I got hands. Take a look at the back of the opener. There's no way to mount it. So what I'm guessing is that you clip this onto the rail. Back to me. Put this back on the rail and it'll mount, which will work great in this application because it just will. It'll work awesome. So let's see if that's true. This is my first time putting it on. And it is. It'll work like a charm. That's actually part of the reason why I wanted to use one of these openers, because the rail's so skinny that now I can slam it to the ceiling and I can just mount it, which is actually a pretty slick design, if I may say so myself. So I'm pretty impressed. So anyways, we'll go from there and get it mounted. Cool. Good job, Marantec. I like that. Not working. Why is it not working? Come on. Come on. Come on. They're clicking. One of the flaws with the genies. The button gets stuck. Not the new ones. Just the old ones. They probably rebuilt those things. Is it closing? It's closing. Look at. Got one new one. Ooh, bug. Got a new one back there looking sharp. Got 2 old ones. Gotta go. Alright. So, I figured it's about time. Hang on for that thought for a second. Gotta check my live trap. Nothing in it. Might have been the chickens. Anyways. So, thought I should probably do a video, a follow-up, of the Marantec opener that I installed at my house, in my horse barn. And put it through some of its paces. And I'm going to tell you the likes and dislikes. So let's get started. Okay, so there's one feature that I've noticed. The keypad works pretty flawless. You didn't see that code. For some reason, the light just started working like as of today. I think because it knows it's going to be videoed. And I could have totally installed it wrong, but the light wasn't working the best. So I don't know if it's just a little bit of a defect or what. The keypad, the one thing that I noticed I have a little glitch with, not bad, not the end of the world by any means. So sometimes I type in the number real quick and I hit that number or hit that bottom because I always forget, do I have to do it? Because I use so many different brands of openers. So that was one thing that I did notice, but not really. I mean, you can see this is a very, I mean, it got it right there. But if you go any faster, here, I'll hit the reverse again. It's almost like these two lights have to blink, or these lights have to blink twice. So like if I just hit this, shut it, like I'm walking out the door, like, oh yeah, well, I probably shouldn't do it now because it's lit. So let's check it out here. It's lit. Go like this. I'm walking out, and nothing. Doesn't do nothing. So not the end of the world by any means. So I find out that I have been I got it on. Let me just show you. Garage is a mess. But I got it on this extension cord, plugged into the wall. And a couple times when I brought the tractor back here in, it has it's unplugged. So I've left it probably about a week unplugged, and I haven't had any problems with it losing its memory or anything like that. But
I'm the videotaper, and I'm the only. But I'll help Dad. How about where's the videotaper?
here, put the phone, put it on me so you're watching me go up.
You played it?
Yeah, it's already recording, so we can go. Dun dun dun. So today's date, 8/18 of 19. I don't know exactly when I unplugged this. I can't go anymore. I can't go a year. I was gonna do it. I think it's been about 3 months or so now. So we're gonna plug in the Marantec and see if it still knows the memory. But oh my gosh, I need the cord. Can you get me the cord?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Such a kind person. Okay, I'm gonna have to grab the ladder. Okay, and let's see. Plug it in there, eh?
Just had to hold it down.
I don't know where it gets plugged in at. There it goes. I do kind of like this cord that unplugs because if it catches, I had it catch the tractor, and it was kind of nice that it pulled away and didn't rip out of the unit. So there's kind of a nice little feature. You guys ready? Put the camera on the opener. We'll see if it lights up.
Yep. It just flickered. It lighted up.
Dun.
Yeah. Dun, 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 dun.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna push the button. See, I'm not gonna push the button because we have to lock it. We have to lock it back in to the mechanism. We're gonna see if it still remembers its limits.
It better. If it does, I'm going to be so mad.
All right,
Dark
here we
in here.
go. Moment of truth. Let me turn some light on for you. Not much light.
Nope.
Okay, we're looking good so far. Down.
Down.
Down is good. Down is good.
Now I gotta see if up is good.
We're gonna see if up.
Going
It's been
up.
driving me nuts. I've been using this thing by hand. I got an opener sitting here. Hey, it looks like it landed. Let's try one more time for down. Squeak.
Squeak.
Oh,
Ow.
that's my door's got something going on. I got the back hangings. I don't want to mess with the back hangings because they're kind of permanent. But I think this is a little too tight. All right, so there you go, guys and girls. The Marantec has made it, I don't know how many days or months but it has not lost its limits. So that's awesome. It's really good. So that's all I got. We'll talk to you soon. All right, we recording here? Looks like we are recording. So I think it's time. I think we've had enough time, let's just say that, to get the Marantec out of the willy weeds here, let's just say. So, my opinion on the Marantec. Obviously, we were talking about that board. Now, I've had it probably, I don't know, I want to say I probably have had it about 6 months now. 6 months, getting close to maybe almost wrapping up to a year. Because this has been a while since I've been. I'm actually back on my old phone, and that's where some of my old videos are. So, to summarize the Marantec, I have it on an extension cord. I am cheating by far. Like, it's not the right way to hook it up. My mirror on my truck all the time hits it and unplugs it. So I left it unplugged for darn near a month. Plugged it back in. This thing has had no glitches on Marantec's side. I should specify I had one that I'm not quite sure yet. I can't quite justify. I had where my van went in there. My van's tight to begin with. We had snow, but it wasn't like snow buildup because I'm kind of observant to that stuff. That if it would have built up, I would have scraped it. And I'm not sure if the opener went up high enough. Regardless, the opener, I need a little bit bigger. My door is like 7'3" or something. It's a weird size. So it needs to go up just a touch higher to make sure it pulls it up all the way. I do plan on trying out their other model, which I was going to have the book in front of me to tell you which model, but I'll put it somewhere in the video here. I want to try out the deluxe model. I want to try it out just to compare kind of apples to apples. I don't want to throw them under the bus yet. I have heard guys comment saying that they've seen these things, after 5 years or so, that they have failure. I don't know if that's true. I can't justify that. So we'll have to just see, I guess. I think, like I said, the support, I think Joe and Bryce are awesome guys. They're great to work with. And to me right now, that's a lot. I can't get nothing, guys, from LiftMaster. Can't get nothing. I can request things. I just recently we just had a light curtain that failed. That was a big pain in the butt, and we've had a couple other ones that we've had to take down because of board problems. And I think what it is everything's gonna have problems, right? We understand that. We know that. I'm not saying Genie's the best either. I just know right now, out of like a skid and a half, almost 2 skids that we've used of Genie's, we haven't had any callbacks. And that's what I'm looking for. No callbacks. You at least got to get past a year or so, right? Get at least maybe a year and a half, 2. We had one that was, I think it was recent. It was like a year and a couple months, 2 or 4 months. And LiftMaster wasn't going to replace wasn't going to honor the circuit board, from what my technician told me. And it's $120. $120 for the circuit board. I mean, no like, hey, retro pay of some sort or whatever to say like, we'll give it to you for $60. I mean, I used to buy circuit boards for $60, $80, and I always thought that was kind of, but now $120 for the circuit board, man, it's hard just not to throw a whole new opener for that, I mean, and now you have that question of, is it going to happen again? You know what I mean? So that one went bye-bye. That one's at the shop. So anyways, so Marantec, another thing is, like I said, the night light on it is like horrendous. I call it a night light because it's not even a night light. I think my kid's night light in their bedroom works a little better. So, but there might be more options, more you can hook up. I don't quite know on that. The speed of it, I talked to a couple of different guys. They said you should be able to turn the speed up on it. Mine is really slow. I've tried turning the speed up on it. I've tried having the wife turn the speed up on it. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but it is slow. So that's why I kind of want to try out the deluxe model to see if that speeds it up at all. So anyways, with that, guys, Marantec, we're going to keep working with them. I wouldn't turn them down quite yet. I think they at least have good support on it. I think you got guys that are willing to work with you, that are wanting to grow and expand, which you can't blame anybody for that. Yeah, so not bad.
not bad. So hopefully you learned something. Hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to get back to it. And thanks, Marantec, for letting me try out a couple of your openers free of charge. I really appreciate that. I've never gotten that from, I don't know if I've really gotten that from anybody else. I know A Liftmaster is going to give that to me. And, you know, just another thing too, just to put things kind of in perspective. When I was at the IDA, Marantec was so willing to help, you know what I mean? And I appreciate that. So those salespeople out there and, you know, dealers, whatever, you know, whatever you want to call, I think that means a lot to us smaller guys. You know, the fact that somebody's there to listen, to help, answer questions. When I went over to the LiftMaster booth, I wasn't impressed. Yeah, it had all the cool bells and whistles, but it's like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like it's going to the movies and you're getting this wow effect, but the movie's garbage. You know what I mean? They can have the best seats. They can have the cup holders. They can have the recliners. They can have vibrating chairs. They can have the best screen, but the movie was garbage. You know what I mean? It was just a lot of people not really willing to help, not answer any questions. It was just a bunch of people in suit and ties, it seemed like, to some degree, polos, and they were just kind of on their own. They just like, we have the best and our, you know, our crap don't stink. So, but Liftmaster, or I'm sorry, Genie and Marantec did a wonderful job. And even, if I'm pronouncing it right, Somber, those guys seem pretty nice. I would like to try it. Seems a little bit on, I don't know. I got to try one. It's one of those things, you guess. I can only have so much faith in a Bic lighter. You know what I mean? I'm still a Zippo guy. I like a little bit of metal, and I'm proud to be there. So anyways, hope you guys are doing great. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, all that jazz. You know, yada, yada. Anyways, take care. We'll see you on the next one, and be safe.